Hey friends, this is Miss Lo Wong, and I'm so excited to go over the adverbs page in our newest distance learning packets. So if you want to join me in your packet, I am in week 1, day 2. It says that at the bottom, week 1, day 2. And at the top, it says adverbs, when, where, or how. So take a minute, get yourself to this page in the packet. You can press pause. All you'll need is a pencil and this adverbs page in your newest distance learning packet. Okay, great. So let's first read the directions, then we're going to review what adverbs are, and we're also going to take a quick review of what verbs are, since verbs help us identify the adverbs. So, directions. Read the sentences. Circle the adverbs that tell when, underline the adverbs that tell where, draw a rectangle around the adverbs that tell how. So the first thing we're going to do is identify the adverbs. And so what adverbs do, and you can note this right here, is adverbs describe verbs. And remember, verbs show action or being. So action are things that you would do, like run, jump, swim, sleep. Can you think of another action verb? Being are words like am, is, are, was, were. They just tell that somebody is in a state of being. Okay, so adverbs tell us more about the verbs. They tell us how something was done, when something was done, or where something was done. How something was done, when something was done, or where something is done. So we're going to first locate our verbs, locate our adverbs, and then decide, does it tell when, where, or how? Okay? All right, let's do number 1 together. Scott's team came in last. Well, first of all, what is the verb? What did they do? Yeah, they came in. And so now, how or where did they come in? Last, right? So since they came in last, and that's talking about like last place, I would say that's probably a how adverb. So let's put a rectangle around that because last tells how they came in. We can even jot that down there. We can say tells how they came in, okay? All right, let's look at sentence number 2. The girls played inside. Well, what's the verb? Yes, played. That's what they did, so that's our verb. Now, where did they play? Inside. Very good. So we underline inside because it tells where they played. Let's look at number 3. The rain fell gently. Well, what's the verb here in this sentence? Yes, fell. That's the action. That's the verb. How did the rain fall? Yes, gently. So gently tells how the rain fell. All right, let's look at number 4. He bounced the basketball lightly. Well, what's the verb in this sentence? What's the action? Yes, bounced. And so what word describes how the ball was bounced? Yes, lightly. So we'll put a rectangle there. Tells how the ball was bounced. All right, let's look at number 5. The turtle walked slowly up the hill. Well, what's the verb in this sentence? What's the action? Yes, walked. And so what word tells how, but also where the turtle is walking? So here we have 2 adverbs. He walked slowly, so that tells us how, but we also have an adverb that tells where he was walking, and that starts with up, right? So slowly and up would be adverbs that describe the verb walked. All right, let's look at number 6. They played together. What's the action or the verb in this sentence? Yes, played. And so what word tells how they played? Yes, together tells how they played. Let's look at number 7. We went to the movies yesterday. What's the verb? Yes, went. That's the action. What word tells when that happened? Yes, yesterday. So we're going to circle that because remember, that's our directions. Circle the adverbs that tell when. And so yesterday tells us when we went to the movies. Okay, let's look at number 8. My mom always reads to me. What's the action or the verb in this sentence? Yes, reads. And what word tells when mom reads to me? Yes, always. Very good. So now we're getting into some when verbs. All right, let's look at when adverbs rather. Let's look at number 9. We went downstairs to eat breakfast. So first we ask, what's the verb? What's the action? Yes, went downstairs. Okay? Or yes, went is our action. What word tells where we went? Yep, downstairs. That tells where we went. Now, you might also say, oh, but there's also another verb in this sentence, and that's true. Eat is a verb, but breakfast is not really telling us how, where, or when we ate. Breakfast is telling us what we ate. So breakfast is not an adverb. Breakfast is actually another noun. So the only adverb here is downstairs to tell us where we went, and it also tells us where we ate breakfast. So both of those actions are happening downstairs. That's the adverb. All right, let's look at number 10. We were late for the movie. So remember, we said verbs could definitely be actions, but there's not really an action happening here. But remember, verbs can also be states of being, like am, is, are, was, and were. So in this case, were is our verb. Okay, we were. And what were we, right? We were late. So this describes like how we were. We were late for the movie. So we could jot out here, late tells how we arrived or were at the movie. Look at number 11. Summer vacation starts today. Oh my goodness. So what is the verb or the action in this sentence? Yep, starts. That's our verb. When does summer vacation start? Today. Oh, but not yet. We're not on summer vacation yet, friends. But yes, today would be an adverb that tells when vacation starts. Let's look at number 12. My dog ran ahead of me. What's the verb or the action word? Yes, ran. That's our verb. And what word tells more about where or how how the dog ran? Yes, ahead tells where, right? So we're underlining verbs that tell where. Where did the dog run? Ahead of me. All right, friends, you're doing so great working on these adverbs. We're going to do 3 more. Let's look at number 13. We spoke softly in the library. What's the verb or the action? Yep, spoke. And then what word tells how we spoke? Yes, softly. We spoke softly in the library. Softly is the adverb that describes spoke. All right, let's look at number 14. He pets the dog nicely. What's the action or the verb that's happening here? Yes, pets. That's the verb here. That's what this person is doing. And how is he petting the dog? Yes, nicely. So nicely is the adverb that describes the word pets. All right, our last sentence. Let's read it together. We ate our lunch outside. What's the action or the verb? Yep, ate. And what word tells more about where that happened? Yep, outside. So we'll underline that because outside is the adverb that tells where we ate. Great job today, friends. I challenge you to write a few sentences today using some adverbs to describe verbs. Remember, adverbs can tell when something happens. Adverbs can tell where something happens. Adverbs can tell how something happens. So, thank you so much for working hard on your adverb practice today, and I'll see you next time.